this is going to be a really quick one. It's just a quick catch up for my Walk All Over Cancer for Cancer research that I've been doing. I realised that I didn't actually do an update last week, and I will explain why my hair's a bit of a mess in a moment as well. But basically, if you remember, I was a bit worried because I had my MOT on for my car, and I had to take my car into work with me, and that was on the 10th of March, and I was worried that I wasn't going to hit my 10,000 steps, but I actually did it. I did just over 10,000 steps, so I was really, really pleased with myself for that. I mean, it was just over 10,000 steps, but hey, the challenge was to get to 10,000 steps, and I did it. I went for a couple of extra walks, and I actually did it, so I'm really, really pleased with myself for doing that. This week has been actually my best week yet, and my target each week, because it's 10,000 steps a day, is to do 70,000 steps over 7 days, and I've actually done just over 77,500 steps in 6 days, so I'm really pleased with myself. This is my best week in March so far, and it's going really, really well. So by the time this uploads, I don't know how many I will have done on Sunday, but yeah, there's that. And the other thing is, the reason my hair is such a mess is I've just had a really good night, and I guess this kind of may have contributed towards some of my extra steps today. I've just been to a barn dance, which in itself was to raise money for some other charities as well. So I walked to and from the venue there as well, and it was a really good night and really, really good fun. And that's why my hair's a mess, because obviously I got a bit hot and my hair was going as I was dancing. But that's the other thing. I found actually that since I've been doing a lot more of this walking for the Walk All Over Cancer challenge, I seem to have more energy and I can do things like that, and I had a really, really good time, and it's something that I don't know that I would have had the fitness to do before, but I was actually able to dance most of the dances. I didn't dance all of the dances, only because my dance partner, my husband, wasn't willing to dance all of the dances. It's a bit difficult to dance them on your own when you have to have a partner. So, but it was a really good night, and I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really enjoying the walking as well. Last week I went to the seaside for the first time in a long time, and that contributed to a few more of my steps. This week I've been getting out and about, more local stuff, and the really great thing is, I live near a kind of country park place, or a couple of country parks. There's one called Riverside Park, and it runs along the edge of the River Itchen. And I was walking down there today, and I actually got to see some things that if I hadn't gone on the walk, I wouldn't have seen. So I managed to see a deer on the opposite bank, which nobody else seemed to have spotted, and it was just there in the sort of undergrowth, eating stuff. And as soon as it spotted me and noticed that I noticed it, it ran off. But that was really cool for a moment. And then there was, a little bit further up the river, there was a really young cormorant. We had some stormy weather a couple of weekends ago, and it came up a bit further inland. Now, it's perfectly fine when they do that, and they do eventually find their way back to the sea, but this one at the moment is staying at that point in the river. There's lots of fish and things for it to eat, so it's quite happy. But it was sat on a branch that had fallen in the river ages ago, and I just thought, actually, if I hadn't got out the house, like, I've really struggled to do a lot of walking over the winter because it's been rubbish weather and things like that, and I just thought, if I hadn't left the house, if I did what I normally did and just sat around on my butt on a Saturday afternoon, then I would never have seen this cormorant, I would never have seen this deer. So it's getting out and about and seeing some things that I wouldn't normally see, and I've been taking my digital camera out with me as well, which I haven't used in ages, and I've been taking some photos and stuff like that. So it's actually getting me out of the house and actually getting me back into things that I used to do, and it's allowing me to see things that I wouldn't normally see. So I guess I have that to be thankful for as well. So it's been a bit of an eye-opener this week, really. It's not only been my best week so far in terms of number of steps per day, but it's also been an incredible week for the things that I've been seeing and doing. So I'm really happy about all that, and that's my update. So I kind of covered 2 weeks in one there. I did mean to do a weekly update, but I was so busy mostly going out walking that I kind of didn't do it. So I've got another 2 weeks to go, and if the next 2 weeks are anything like this week, I should absolutely smash this. So yes, again, the link to sponsor me will be down in the description, and that's all I have for now.